With the French economy mired in depression, there's a new battle gaining momentum in society as outsiders who've been living in harmony with locals for years are now becoming more aggressive, blaming the native French for a lack of opportunities and a poor quality of life. Alexei Yaroshevsky reports.
It's always busy at this market on a Sunday, and from the looks of it, you could think this is Tehran or Beirut rather than the French capital.
This Paris neighborhood stands just a stone throw away from the famous Eiffel Tower, but hardly anyone imagined just 20 years ago that the native French population would be finding itself in a rapidly decreasing minority here.
This man moved from Pakistan in search of a better life, but this has not been a smooth ride.
I don't have a proper work here. I don't work here.
Why?
Why? Because I don't speak French. There is many unemployment in France, and the French people also don't have as much work here. Now, how they will give us work?
And this situation is like a ticking time bomb. The jobless migrant population is getting more aggressive towards the native French, which they believe to be the main cause of their troubles. This is described as anti-white racism, says Tariq Yildiz, who wrote a book about the phenomenon.
There is real lack of authority in those troubled suburbs. There is not enough police force. Criminals are not immediately punished. This phenomenon is widely spread among young people at middle school. It's mostly insulting people. A lot of insults can happen at school, at your district, as a conflict between neighbors. Sometimes it ends up in a fight.
But often it goes beyond verbal abuse. The recent murder of a French teenager by his Arabic schoolmates is just one example. A newspaper poll suggested that the white French population in Parisian slums were afraid to take a metro ride home after dark. Cyril Bozonnet says aggressive migrants in the neighborhood where he spent most of his life are one of the reasons he joined the Nationalist Party.
I'm putting up my political ads and I hear some noise. Cars encircle and Arab-looking people in the cars tell us, "Oh, we thought you were the police." So they're not interested in politics. They are interested in drugs, in the revenues from drug trafficking, so they beat the police up. There are 1,000 lawless areas where the law of France is not respected.
Despite the concerns, officials are reacting as if the problem does not exist.
Racism is about power relationship within a society. So between a majority, who holds the power, the political power, the media power, the judiciary power, and so on, and different types of minorities within this society. So if you talk about anti-right racism, that would mean that whites are a minority within their own society, which is absolutely wrong. In Western Europe, which is mainly white, post-Christian whatsoever, is absolute nonsense.
But with more and more cases of aggression towards the local French, many Parisians are thinking what else must happen before the authorities stop turning a blind eye to what they say is a worrying trend. Alexei Yaroshevsky, RT, reporting from Paris, in France.